Got the silver birch by the house. Try and do a raw footage, bit speedlining. Go to the top first. Set my anchor. Set my speed line. We can get going. No point messing around at the bottom. All that set up. Got the Zillion, the zigzag today. Great combo. Can't beat a bit of speed lining. Middle, allow me to slip up there. Gonna get a bit breezy, I think. Last day today before I go away to Switzerland for 2 weeks on the motorbike with my girlfriend. Doing the Swiss Alps, gonna nip into Austria and Italy. It's gonna be such good fun. So take it steady, not hurt myself for that trip. Get home today. I'll have this as my anchor. Looks like it potentially could be regrowth, so maybe just anchor somewhere here. What's that? No sugar. Throw my line down, direct the speed line. Got a clear path. Instead of doing the tree normally where you start from the bottom and work your way up, separate, clear like a column with the speed line. Did that orange go on that green?
Yeah.
So just clear down this column, pretty much get half of the tree out, and that'll clear a better line for the speed line rather than doing all the bottom ones. Be more clear in a minute if you've not seen it. Great little technique, saves you cutting and holding over the roof. Go around here on both of them. Potential to raise it up higher once I get up here, but for now let's go for strength. You know, I could go higher on the anchor, but then I'm rigging off my anchor. Good practice to keep it separate. You can, if you've got options to avoid, you know, rigging off your anchor, then do it. Make the way down. Clean up my climbing line. Get rid of some of this crap. What's that? Happy with what, sorry?
You're happy with that just sitting on the floor?
My rope? Yeah. Heads up.
Yeah.
There's a few of these hangers. You know, these little ones I can cut and chop. Not worried about that. Clearing that column. We'll start down at this front. Come through here, get my slings. Put down. Do this in two, because we're keeping it handheld. So if you walk back with the orange, back to the fuel can, and just hold it tight. And then I'll cut it and it will sling down. As soon as it's cleared them bushes, we can let it go. A bit tighter. Just clears these bushes perfect. Not too heavy. Keep doing it like that. Saves me cutting, chucking, messing around. We've got time today. Let's just do it safe. Yes, you could piece it down, but it would be more twisting and potentially one-handed saws or hand sawing. So this is just as fast. While he's undoing them, he'll make a pile of them slings, and then once I've used all the slings, he'll pass them all up at once. While he's attaching, I could be prepping the next one. This sling is a bit large, ideally you'd want a smaller one. I've just got everyone out my pack today. Okay, just make a pile of them. Once I've used about all 5, then pass them all up at once. Right, ready on the next one. So my job just becomes setting up the next one. And you just repeat, and it's just a great method. Great on the body, great for the ground stuff. And then sometimes when it's just a bit far for me, got to give it a bit of a flick. For now, retrieving that line. Just yeah. Thanks a lot. Let us know when you're ready, and then this is good. Yeah, this one's ready. Sometimes it might get stuck in things, and you can just keep giving it a pull and it will pull out of the bushes. Beautiful. There's no point speedlining the tiny little ones. We can do pick up sticks at the end of the day. It's just these large ones that are going to cause damage. Like this. Could do in one, but I like to play things safe. Keep things flowing for the ground stuff, so I'll do that in 2. load that with timber. You know, by the box is one load. For that load. But using your experience, overloading old, expired climbing line, and it's marked up in my rigging kit. I would never climb on that again. You know, you can't use your current climbing line. That's an old climbing line. I lost the splice in it. It's perfect for these lines. It's clearly labelled not climbing anymore. Never mix climbing and rigging, as well as the slings. Shouldn't use the slings for speed lining. I'd like to. Save a sling on this one, just cut it. These thin ones, again, save the sling on. Unless you can bundle a few up in one. Don't mind taking these. Downfall of the Speedline is it doesn't handle lower branches that well. You lose a bit of height, so sometimes you've got to remove some of the lower branches. So again, I'm going to miss out these lower ones for now, concentrate on this front column, because that will allow me to speedline them limbs without these obstructions. It's a little different than normal rigging. Okay. Shouldn't have had my leg there really. Get this one done. clearer now. If I started down on that bottom, we're losing all this for the obstruction. Whereas if I go piece, that gives me a clear run, and even maybe this one, that gives me a way clearer run to get down to that bottom one that needs to be tight because of the route there. So your planning is always a little bit different, and it's not as bad having crossing roads as it is for with no helmet. That's the client, I think. really should get out of the way. But you know, the old boys, they like to be involved. As long as I'm paying attention, you know, it's what it is. Not too chuffed about it. Sometimes they do need telling. I'll keep it, playing it by ear, especially when I get down to the timber. I'll have to tell it to get one. Not really my responsibility to do that, but at the same time, you get to a point where I feel like I'm alive, even though it's not my job. I still have to live if I hurt someone, so. Yep. Could you go on that one as well, Rob? Could you go 2-man on that one? Yeah. Bit bigger, so you've got 2 guys on it. One man's better because he needs to drop it. Always better to have 1-man rigging. If he needs to drop it, you can drop it. But when there's 2, one person might think, oh shit, it's going to hit us, try and drop it. And the other one might stay, keep hold of it, and that can cause injuries. So. Something to be aware of. If you're doing lots of 2-mans, that's when you need to start thinking about putting a porter rep or some sort of friction device to add friction, so it can still be operated by just 1 man. I think because it was just that one and we were over the house, just wanted that bit of extra security. And they're both, that second man's fully trained, you know what they're doing. Doing a nice dog foot, take the shock out. So, and now I've cleared that run, so I'm going to go back down there with a nice clear run and deal with this top layer. Might so then I've got a clear run for that bottom right. I'll just do this by hand. I'm trying to think ahead there. actually too bothered. Ideally we'd redirect it, but right now, because it's static like I say, it's not that big of a deal. For this size of limb, not worried. Do like a pulled in tip tie to get rid of the slack on this one. I'll show you what I mean by it. Do you see the big bow? If you add gentle pull as you're in the same position you were, but now continuing pulling as it's going, and I'll put a gob in and you'll, like a bow and arrow, it will come with the bow then and get rid of the slack so you don't hit the roof. It shouldn't be heavy, we just need pulling. Lovely. Confident. Yeah, I could have done that in one. I work with new people all the time. I like to build up what I'm willing to take off. Make sure everyone gets it on the smaller ones, and then build up to the larger ones. Thanks. Same thing on this one. Okay, got this back one. Let's see, what's the best way to go around that one? That other way. Yeah, definitely that way. Do this in two. Right, in no rush. Same again, bit of a pull. I think we'll do the same with this one in the one now. Get it on the tip somewhere. See it, getting it. Saving me a bit of stretching. Thank you. Same again. Some people just get it, some people don't. Okay, see what I meant there about clearing the front, then to get the back? Good example of that. If we tried to do them before, we would have lost height because of crossing branches. So, brilliant. We had a bit of crossing on the road, not a big deal. It's a static line, so that's a good example of that. People are going to be hating for these stubs that I've left. SRT. I love SRT, but you don't need to be on it all the time. It's a great tree for the zigzag. Wrap myself around. No, that's better. That's good like that. Confusing myself. Yeah. I wanted to be on this round anyway. Side. Just wanted to tie it on. Get confused where everything was. I think I'll do these two in the next one. So although I did that in two, when some might have done it in one, I'm going to do this next one with two, which keeps the weight the same, but keeps the amount of slings being used the same. That actually makes no difference, apart from keeping the weight more manageable for the ground step. Keeps everyone happy, but workflow the same. To be honest, even if you step back now, he's getting in the way. It's like when he's on my road. Just the top now. Close to my ropes. so I use the handsaw. In a better position for myself. Get this for you. Redirect from the line. Yeah, that'll be fine. Yep. Yep. Over or do I speedline the top? Question. Do either. Speedline it, going towards the house. Let's not ruin all that effort for one stupid tap at the end. Yeah, I'll have them please, yeah. I'm going to use that as my new anchor. Temporary one, but still tied on strong below. That by do a nice job for us. Yeah, I love that. Just one sling will do. Just the one. Already tied it on, otherwise I wouldn't have done that job yet. He was in the process of it. I'm going to put another sling here. That just acts as an extra higher point to eliminate shock. Yeah, this will be, go stand a bit further back, this will be the heaviest one, this one. Nice one. I'll throw all this down, and then I'll do a little bit of cutting with this saw, but then I'll probably want my larger top handle. We might need some fuel in that larger Husqvarna top handle. Coming down. What did you say? Sorry. I'll just get it. I'll come down. I'll probably only be 15 minutes. Asking if I want a brew, which is nice. I do want one, but I don't want to come back up, so while I'm coming down, I'll jog it. Unfortunately, he's left the slings there, which is great. Do you mind moving them slings and the rope up that pile of stuff? Could you just move out of the way? Yeah, that's it. Thank you. That being a subcontractor, eh? The old boy's helping. Oh yeah. On the lawn if you were sort of rigging it down. We weren't really trying to protect the lawn, we were mainly just trying to swing the branches away from the building and off the shrubs. The lawn wasn't really a big deal, it's so dry and compacted, it's not going to leave a dent, it just dents where we drop the logs, perfectly fine. Just doing a battery swap. People might think, how long does it take to film, and taking that extra bit of time, but you make up for the time in other ways. It doesn't really take much time at all to incorporate it into what you're doing. I'm just not setting up cinematic shots and all that shite. Work comes first. It is my work, but for other people it doesn't affect my client if I make a video or not. I don't want it to go into their time. So ported or anything, but that's a good 9-inch piece. Just tuned it myself. Yeah, it's got really good tune on it. With a tachometer, so I know I've not over-tuned it, it's going to blow up. Touch wood. That's probably its max, realistically. Could go to the full 10 inches on this soft wood. It has done a lot of work. Did a really hard acacia tree yesterday. But we'll go to the husky. Let's not make it work too hard. So while I was doing that, got him to fuel my saw up. Ready. Impressive saw, isn't it? Yeah, that was about a 10-inch, 9-inch piece, and it did all that work yesterday. It's not even that sharp. Start it up now, get it warmed up. Keep ticking over, warm up a bit. Get into position. I'll start doing the pieces a bit smaller now because I've got the power to brute force my way through, although it could do with the sharpens sometimes up. When SRT is better on the stems because you've got a choked system, whereas this is just like a second lanyard essentially. So there is potential to slip all the way down, especially if you're unconscious or something like that. My depth gauges, I think. That's really good stretch. Not biting very much. Got my Stein Elevate spikes on, they're just so comfy. I've been doing big fells all this week and they're just really comfy. Never slip. Chogging down loads, but you want to keep a method right and continue to do it that way. Especially on the straight bends where there's less variable. It's easy to get into a rhythm when you start and finish the same way. Ready, I can go down into position for the next cut, moving my distance down the same way each time. And then if the piece is slightly larger than the bar, sometimes reaching down and doing the back first helps. Easier to line it up. get my 500i, finish the stem off. You can't really fell it because of the shrub. I could probably struggle with that one, but this will allow me to disc it nicer, because they're keeping the timber. So I can disc it up here where there's no soil. Might actually help us out, rather than just plonking down massive pieces with that, making that other sort of struggle. I'm really impressed. I bought the 500i a while ago for one of these. I did a job for, I think it was a £3 job of my own, and I bought 500i as part and parcel of that job. So I've still got £1.5 for the week's work, and it's all about £1.5. I think I got 1.7 grand and 1.3 for the store. Sometimes I load onto my lower Ds, it's getting nearer the end. Just create a different loading point so it strains different parts of your body so you can go for longer. Activate different muscles. And the lower ones, I think are a bit worse for positioning, but are actually a lot punchier. Doesn't dig into your hips. Do you chug like this, Rob, or do you chug? Do you chug when you're on a stem? Do you chug with the engine up, or do you chug with the engine down? Like this way, brr, or other way, brr.
Yeah, I'd be that way.
You'd be the other way. Yeah. I was having a debate with someone. I've always done it like that.
You always done it that way?
Yeah.
I did it that way.
Depends, actually though, which way
You're cutting.
I'm on the stem. Yeah, because when it gets like that, I'm too tempted to swap through left-handed juice. Yeah, it's... Yeah, I would say most of the time, like that.
I think the argument with that is that whether that was how people teach is because then you're cutting away from you.
I think it's, yeah, I wouldn't say either way's right or wrong. I'd say what's comfortable, because then if I've come across like that, and then
You'd go like this.
I'm putting a finger in the other side, I'd come round and just nip it with that one.
Yeah, I'd start this. Let me know in the comments which way round you hold the saw, engine up or engine down.